I think it will, because I honestly think, well, one, Democrats were already very fired up. And when we've seen this in the special elections, we've seen this in polling. And I think that this sort of woke up the Republican base. And it also aligned the Republican base and got the Republican base to come together, because going through this confirmation process, you brought the Never Trumpers in, you brought the pro-Trump people in, everyone has come together in this process to try to see him through. And they've seen the unjustness and what the Democratic Party tried to do to him. And you look at states like North Dakota, Heidi Heitkamp's done. And her vote indicates that. Like, I'm comfortable calling the race right now, ahead of November 6th, that Heidi Heitkamp is done. You look at tightening in races like Missouri as well. Josh Hawley was up in some recent polling as well. So I think Republicans look really good in the Senate. Now, the House is still very much in play. But we've also seen the generic ballot cut in half in just 1 month's time alone. NPR looked at the enthusiasm gap, which essentially dissipated and completely disappeared during this whole Kavanaugh confirmation process as well. So I think this does move the numbers, and it does help Republicans, and it energizes the base.
What about the fact that over the last 2 years, actually, ever since 2016, there's been this incredible movement on the left, frankly, organizing, registering people to vote, lots of tools to help people figure out where to go and volunteer, if they live in a district that's safe, how to help out in a battleground district. That's not there on the right, is it?
In certain parts of the country, I think that's more coastal than Midwest. But this is going to be a midterm election unlike any other. And the reason those polls are starting to widen, I think, is because of President Trump. He's doing a rally every night. He is defining the terms of this midterm election. I want you to think, I don't remember in recent political history where an incumbent president has taken the midterms this seriously. I mean, on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, he's doing a rally in Kansas. Now, Kansas, there are some House races, but he doesn't want to lose that governor's race. So no one is working harder, and he has defined the terms as this. Do you want the chaos of the left, or do you want the prosperity of the Trump GOP agenda? And now this Kavanaugh thing adds the fire of the base and the conviction to get us to win.
Look, I think that the biggest problem for the president is the problem of success, right? Everybody gets comfortable. And there's this tendency in America to think that this is the natural state. Now, arguably, it is the natural state because the government is off our back. And so you think, oh, okay, we're doing this, and that's true. But it is a mechanism of legislation, of attitude, of the president's involvement, of arguments, of rhetoric. And I think they've realized that there is a monster in the closet. And it's the Democrats, right? The Kavanaugh hearing was us opening the closet up, and there really is something hiding under your bed.
It's really scary.
And it's a very scary thing. And it's not just a dream or a scary thing. So that's key. But also when it comes to the nature of the elections, the House elections are about local get out the vote dynamics. But these Senate races indicate not necessarily a wave, but an awakening of people who not only will be voting for the Senate, but also voting for those House races, and that's key.
We got to go, but I think the message from George is no complacency. That's really vital.